what, Fayette County? It's our time to stand up and take back our county and our country. The establishment elite, the career politicians, the swamp creatures in both parties, they have spent decades selling us out, making deals that benefit themselves and their donors, while the hardworking people of Fayette County and across America get left behind. They tell us to sit down, shut up, let them run things. They tell us, trust the system, but the system ain't working for us. It's working against us. Well, I've got news for them. We're not backing down. We're just getting started. We are the steel workers, the coal miners, the farmers, the small business owners, the first responders, and the families who built this nation with our bare hands. We work, we build, we sacrifice, and we don't need government bureaucrats telling us how to live our lives. They want more taxes. They want more regulations. They want more control. But we say no more. They want us divided, black against white, rich against poor, rural against urban. But we see through their lies. This movement, the MAGA movement, is all about us coming together as Americans. We believe in freedom over control. We believe in fair elections over corruption. We believe in jobs over handouts. We believe in family, faith, and country. And let me tell you, I ain't here to play politics. I'm here to fight for you. That's why I'm running for re-election as your recorder of deeds. Not to be another politician, but to be a watchdog against corruption, to protect your property rights, and to make sure the government is transparent and accountable. And I promise you this, after I win the recorder of deeds, I'm not stopping there. These establishment politicians have been bleeding you dry, raising taxes, playing political games with your money for far too long. I'm going to put an end to that. They'll try to smear us, silence us, call us every name in the book, but they will never break our spirit. We are MAGA strong, America first, and unstoppable. So Fayette County, are you ready to take back your government? Are you ready to send a message to the swamp that we the people are in charge? Are you ready to stand up, fight back, and win? Then let's get to work. Tell your neighbors, because the Hillbilly MAGA train is leaving the station and we're taking our country and our county back. Full speed ahead. God bless Fayette County. God bless Pennsylvania. And God bless the United States of America. And God bless President Donald J. Trump. I am John Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly.
Opinions expressed on this program are those of John Marietta and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Fayette County Recorder of Deeds Office or Fayette County government. This program is privately produced and funded, and no county resources are used for its production or promotion.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I was trucking up the highway, minding my own lane, with some dude in a Prius went and flipped me off. Guess my redneck hit him wrong. Seems like everyone these days is a ticking time bomb full of hate for folks like me who don't agree and ain't ever gonna change. And it gets me thinking, leave this long-haired country boy alone. And I start singing along to that line in the song, Sweet Home Alabama.
Hey everybody, this is John Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly. And today's show is being brought to you by all the good people that go to work every day, all the laborers, and all my sponsors today said, make sure you bring out about all the good people that are working for a living and the blue-collar workers. So we're going to get right to it. The laborer is worthy of his reward. That's 1 Timothy 5:18. Folks, I'll tell you what. Labor Day weekend's almost here. Well, we're actually starting into it right now. The girls are going to fire up. The kids are back to school, and it's the time of year when working men and women finally get a little recognition for carrying this country on their backs. And let's be real, without the American worker, there is no America. I want to say that again. Without the American worker, there is no America. I was a union man all my life. And right here in Fayette County, we know that better than anybody can imagine. We're the hub of the coal miner and the coke industry. The steel workers And our people built the furnaces that fired the steel, that built the bridges, that defended the freedom in 2 world wars. And I just got to, I was glad to be out in Bethlehem, and it was sad to see the steel mill in Bethlehem shut down. But anyways, Bethlehem is on the other part of the state, and if you don't know that, and they a lot of steel came out of there to help us win World War II, and a lot of things happened there. We don't just talk about history here. We are the history, and that grit, that sweat, that backbone, it still lives on it in every working man and woman across this country and county today. I've got a treat for you today. Joining us is Ira Dean. Yeah, you know him from Trick Pony and a whole lot more. One of the most high-octane performers in country music. And if you've heard my intro, that's Ira Dean and Ted Nugent. And he's not just stopping by for a chat. He's coming right here into Uniontown to headline Freedom Rocks Fayette on October 25th at the State Theater. And folks, this isn't just another show. It's a celebration of freedom, faith, and community. Ira is going to light up the stage, along with Lee Greenwood. Yes, Mr. God Bless the USA himself, and a lineup that'll make you proud to call Fayette County home. Now listen up. Tickets are going fast. You can grab them online or right at the State Theater box office in person. Don't wait till the last minute, because this is the kind of night you'll be talking about for years. So today, we're going to kick off this Labor Day weekend right here, right now. We'll talk music, freedom, and why events like this matter to communities like ours. And then, come October, we'll bring it all home at the State Theater, where Fayette County shows the world what real America looks like. Ira, you with me?
I'm here, man. How you doing?
Well, I got to put the other earpiece on so I can hear you a little better. Yeah, I'm doing great. Hey, where are you at right now?
I'm in Nashville trying to figure out my new Wi-Fi box. Our Wi-Fi took a dump, and so we had to go to T-Mobile and get a new Wi-Fi box. And trying to figure that out.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a good AI guy with you, or
the wife's upstairs. The wife's upstairs with the lady on the phone. So I'm like, it's a good time to come call the radio station.
Hey, I know you did a concert just a week ago or a few weeks ago in Atlanta with Ted Nugent.
Oh no, I wasn't at that one. I did play Georgia.
Okay,
but
go ahead.
Yeah. No, Ted's busy playing. He's up playing in Michigan right now.
Oh, okay.
It's hunting season, so he only plays the state he's hunting in. So he's up there in Michigan right now playing, and we've been talking on the phone. He's been having some good luck.
And we're gonna bring him here to Fayette County. We're gonna show him what we're gonna show him how to hunt deer. We're gonna teach him.
Yeah.
And I know that that's part of your passion too. You like to hunt too.
Love it. Love it.
And you're a bow hunter.
Yes. At least I give the deer a chance.
Well, I don't know. I tell everybody that 80 yards I'm good. After that, the deer is probably safe. So, like I said, for some reason, 80 yards is my limit. No matter, but I have trouble with the scope. I don't know why. It's just I don't shoot enough, and I like to use iron sights. So, I'm more traditional that way. But actually, the first deer I shot was with a. You might not even know what this caliber is. It was a 32 special, and it was a lever action Marlin, and I shot it at about 25 yards. And I think I was more shocked that I hit it than the deer was. So, anyways, but I did drop it with one shot. So, anyways,
that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Okay, so where's your next event coming up in the next?
I'm heading to Canada right now. I got to bolt out to Canada, do some shows up there, come back. And then I got to play, I don't know where all we're playing. And then I got to do some Brooks and Dunn stuff, TV filming. And then I go play Indianapolis. And then I'm coming out to see y'all.
Yeah, I know you're going to be here for a couple of days. We're gonna make a festival out of it. It's working out. There's a whole bunch of things going on and things in the works, and we're waiting on a decision from a couple of people so we can kick it off and we can announce what we're going to do on Friday night, Saturday night. I know Friday night you're going to be you're going up to the Hillbilly Grub and Pub with me. the owner up there. He's excited as all get out. He says
I can't wait, man. I cannot wait to come out there and celebrate America and the hard workers and shake. This is how this country is built on calloused hands and a strong back. And I can't not wait to come out there, shake hands, play a few songs, meet the people, and celebrate Pennsylvania. Man, it's going to be fun.
And I know that you're going to be checking out a couple of our local guys here that are playing, and I don't know whether you give them advice or you help them out, or we're just going to try to.
Man, I'll do whatever I can. I can't wait to check out the local talent. And man, I'm a people person. I just love meeting people, but mainly I love entertaining, especially good folks. Good, hard-working, blue-collar folks. That's kind of how I grew up, and I relate. So,
where was
and I just
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Where was you originally from?
I'm from all over. I'm from North Carolina, born in North Carolina. Dad got a job transfer up into Minneapolis. Went back down to Virginia. Went to college in Illinois. Went back to North Carolina to live, and then moved to Nashville from North Carolina.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what part of the state line you were from on North Carolina, but North Carolina borders Tennessee, it borders Virginia.
Yep. I'm from Raleigh, right in the middle of it.
Oh, that's where Andy Griffith always going when they were going to the big town.
Man, you know what's funny? Later on, I ended up moving to the beach in Marietta, North Carolina, and Andy Griffith was my down the street neighbor. That's where they shot all the Matlock series.
Is that right? They shot it right there in North Carolina?
Yep, down there in Marietta, and I was a maintenance man at a hotel way back when I was a young buck, and I'd always see him at the Ace Hardware, buying stuff for his house.
I had a friend of mine that actually lived down there for a while, and she got to meet him, and I guess he drove an old pickup truck.
Yeah.
It was really nice old pickup truck, but he drove it, and actually he was real particular about it, where he parked it and things like that. And like you said, he went to the hardware store. They thought he was at the hardware store almost every day.
Oh yeah, he was at Ace Hardware all the time. My brother worked at Ace Hardware, and so my brother's got his autograph, which is actually his credit cards, where he had to sign for the credit card back when they had to swipe them. And so my brother was on a few Matlock series as an extra. And so, yeah, that was a big thing in Marietta, North Carolina, if you could get on Matlock with Andy.
Mount Airy's right in that area too, because I got stuck in Mount Airy one night when I was trucking, and believe me, it was kind of desolate on top of that mountain. But anyways, we made it through it. So I guess I wanted to ask you one of the things I've been. Everybody's coming to me and tell me about this song that you're singing, and I put it up. It's posted on my on my Facebook pages. And what I wanted to ask you is how did that all kind of come about? You want to give us a little bit of a story about
with what would Charlie Daniels do?
Yeah.
I mean, Charlie was my friend. He was from North Carolina, and he loved God, family, country, and the words written in red. He was a good Christian man, and I wasn't afraid to take that hat off and pray in public over his meal. And when he passed, I miss that man. He was a little bit of Jesus, a little bit of John Wayne, all wrapped up in a Santa Claus body. And I was writing with a guy named Jeffrey Steele, and me and Jeffrey Steele and Aaron Lewis wrote the song "Am I the Only One" for Aaron Lewis. And there was just a lot of division, a lot of hatred, and a lot of people that if you don't live like me, you're wrong kind of people. And I was just like, I just want them to leave me the heck alone. And I'm too old to debate this stuff. I know the right way that I'm living, and I know I got a good, strong faith with the man upstairs, so I'm okay. I know, just leave me alone. I was writing with Jeffrey Steele that day, and I was talking to him, and he goes, "Man, I wonder what Charlie Daniels would do." And that's what started it. We just started writing this song about, the world today and all the division and hate and the judging, and it's just crazy. It's just gotten crazy. So we wrote What Would Charlie Daniels Do? And Ted's a buddy of mine. We became friends after Am I the Only One came out, and he found out I wrote it. We've done a few shows together. We've done a lot of Freedom Fests and stuff like that. I put him in the second verse because he loves his country, and he's one of those guys that just stays out on his ranch and hunts and lives his way and does his thing. And I put him in the second verse. I sent it to him. He loved it, wanted to play on it. I said, heck yeah. It was deer season, so he couldn't leave. He was in Waco, Texas at that time. So I drove to Waco with my producer in a Pro Tools rig and caught him in between sits in the deer stand. And he played guitar on it, and, man, we just had a great time. And we've since then, we've done a lot of stuff. We're getting ready to go hunt in November or December up there together. And when it came time to shoot the video, we went down to Waco again to Ted's ranch and jumped in the old Bronco and tore it up. Had a good time. And the video ended up becoming #1 video on Instagram on all genres. We were above Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift and everybody. So that was good.
That's pretty good if you did better than Taylor Swift, because her and Travis Kelce got engaged this week, and
yeah, they sure did.
Buddy of mine is sitting not very far from me. He was teasing me about it, and I said, "Well, everybody has to have a weak moment in their life." So, anyways, but
man, I wish him the best.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes I think that when you get that level whether you're a football player or political leader or whatever your position is, or a singer, sometimes I think people need to leave their private lives alone and let them do what they need to do, and it'd be a lot easier for everybody to maintain their poise. So
that's kind of what I do, man. I go out there and play shows and do my thing, but when I get home, it's my time, and I like to be in a deer stand where my phone stays at home and nobody can get a hold of me, and I don't have a time schedule, and I just get in the woods and hang out in God's grocery store, as we call it out here, and drop some groceries and bring them home.
We're anticipating this. We really are. I can't wait. Brett, my friend and our mutual friend, he's so excited about it. Every time I talk to him, he's like at a different level of excitedness. I told him, I said, Brett, you got to calm down. I said, I don't know if we have a hotel room that's going to be able to contain you for a weekend. And so
he's on volume stun. He loves life.
and that you know what? I've known him for years, and he's a tremendous man, and he's a good guy, and there's no doubt about it. Whatever he's doing it for the right reasons. I mean, that's just the way he is. And he isn't paying me to say this, by the way. But anyways, he's just a terrific man. When I met him the first time, it was actually, I will tell you this. This is the truth. We were at a political function, and he walked up to me and he introduced himself, and he stuck his hand out, and he grabbed my arm, and just the way I grabbed his arm, and all at once he quivered, and then he says to me, he says, "I'll be back." And then he turned around and said, "I'll see you tomorrow morning right here at 9:00. And I said, "Okay." So I was there at hotel lobby at about 9:00 checking out, and I thought, this. He says, "Dude," he says, "we got to talk." And then one thing led to another, and we just bonded. I mean, that was just how it was. He says, I felt something with you yesterday, and we just met, and that's how we've been. And
he's a good one. He's a good one.
He is. So you got another song coming out, another new release pretty soon?
Got a new thing coming out with me and Gary Allen. And then I got a bunch of stuff. I got the Gary Allen thing I can talk about, but the label told me to keep everything else quiet. But I mean, if you come out and see me play, we're gonna have a great time out there. And I mean, I've written songs for Montgomery Gentry, Rascal Flatts, Joe Nichols, Chris Young, Gary Allen, Ronnie Dunn, of course the old Trick Pony stuff. I'm gonna go out there and play all the stuff I wrote for everybody and put them on a musical journey. So if you like any of those acts, come on out. If you've heard, you probably heard my songs on the radio that I've written for those guys. And I'm just going to do like a storyteller's behind the music, do a couple songs off my album, and just enjoy entertaining, America. I love this country, and I love the hardworking individuals and the ones that turn the wrenches and the hammers and the nails, the waitresses, the
firemen, the
down-home
EMS
folks.
workers. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I mean,
keep on going.
Yeah.
I get along with that's my people.
You know what?
And so
and that's the part that a lot of people don't understand. They try to get themselves to, how do I want to say, they want to associate with the elite of the world, but that isn't what built this country. That isn't what made this country as great
no,
as it is.
no.
It was
a strong back and some calloused hands.
I mean, my dad worked in a steel mill. My uncle worked in a steel mill. My grandfather worked in a steel mill. My father-in-law was a coal miner, and his dad was a coal miner. My great-grandfather was a coal miner, and I can tell you right now, I remember my grandmother telling us stories about how the labor unions were right after the war, because they would work 2 days and then they would strike. Okay. They would strike because they didn't have, because they were trying to get better working conditions. They were trying to get more money per hour. They were trying to do all these things, and at that time, you've probably heard of this. I mean, well, Ernie Ford sang the song about you load 16 ton, but what they did was they paid them about the carloads instead of paying them by the hour, and I don't know exactly how it all worked out, but you had to go to work, and you had to work if you were going to eat. And of course,
oh heck yeah!
And the company stores and all the things that went along with that kept these people poor. I mean, so they had to work, and I've been on the labor side of things for a long time, and I've been able to. Something you don't probably know about me, but I've been able to. I was union steward. I also helped negotiate contracts for different things, and when you get to a certain point, you can see the greed that's involved in trying to keep the working people down. And I think we need to elevate everybody, from the people that...
I agree, 100%.
I mean, $1 an hour across the board doesn't usually hurt the company, but like I said, that's how I kind of look at things. And benefits. I mean, you think about these coal miners and how they went from working hours and hours and hours to working 40 hours a week. I mean, that was what they based it on. Of course, now a lot of them are working more than that because they can't get miners in our area. I don't know how it is down in Tennessee, but I'm sure that it's a problem. But this is where we're at. I mean, a sustainable living in 40 hours to take care of a family, buy yourself a new car, own a house, pay your taxes. Which that's another rabbit hole. But anyways,
well, I mean. It's terrible, but we're gonna play this show, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. We're gonna leave all that outside. We're gonna get in that room, and we're gonna entertain, and we're gonna have fun for the hours that we're in there. And I know Lee Greenwood puts on a great show, and I've seen Lee. I've known Lee for a long time, and man, he loves to play and he loves to entertain. So for the 3 hours or how long we're in there, I don't know how long we're playing. It's gonna be a celebration of just values and fun. I mean, if you love Jesus, John Wayne, and Merle Haggard in this country, I think you're going to be in the right place.
Well, you're going to laugh about this. I asked. I walked into the Walgreens, or I can't remember which store it was, and I asked him where the Old Spice was, and the girl kind of snickered at me, and I said, "What's wrong with Old Spice?" She says, that's what my granddad wore. I always put on. I said, well, that's what I'm looking for. I says, you know what made this country great, don't you? And they said, what's that? I said, black coffee, Old Spice, and gunpowder. So anyway. Yep. Anyways, that's what I had to. She laughed. She thought that was funny. She says, "You sound just like my grandfather." And I felt bad. I mean, she didn't make me feel bad, but I was honored that she thought I sounded like her grandfather. But I know that this is going to be a big deal for everybody here in Fayette County. We're trying to move forward with as much as we can. We're trying to give everybody the opportunity to have one night where it's not going to be costly, and they can have some fun. Looks like we're going to start somewhere between 5:45, and 6 o'clock, and I don't know what time we're going to end up. It's going to depend on what time Lee Greenwood leaves the stage, or if you come back out on, whatever we do.
Man, it's going to be a night. I know it's going to be a night to remember, and I know if you don't, whoever doesn't show up, they're going to hear the stories in the morning, because I'm going to have some fun.
Yeah, but the Jonah Klein's coming in from West Virginia too. He's going to play, and Nick Polito, he's local hometown favorite here, and he just released he has a new release that he just put out, and it's really good. We're going to start helping him out with that as much as I can, and getting it out there. And there's several other things going on, but I really appreciate you coming up and doing this show for us. I really do.
Man, I appreciate you inviting me. I'll be honest with you. I love playing. I tell everybody, I get paid to travel. I'll play for free. So I'm looking forward to hanging out with the locals and just having a good time.
Well, hey, I appreciate you calling in. It was a little last minute. I had a gentleman who was going to be on with me, and he fell ill right at the last second there. So I got a hold of you, and you're
man, I appreciate it.
You're Central Time.
I'm Central, yeah.
So you're at 3:40 right now. So I'll let you get back to your Wi-Fi situation. Hopefully you'll be able to figure all that. And I thank you so much for calling in.
Oh, thank you. Hey, everybody out there listening, come on out and celebrate a good time. Let's have a great time.
We will. Thanks a bunch.
All right, take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Yep. Bye. Hey Nick, there's a lot of things going on tonight. I know we got a football game on the radio tonight. And
we do.
I wanted to talk to you for a few minutes about that. And I know I'm catching you off guard, but
not at all.
But
yeah, we have high school football tonight. See Marietta Group High School Sports Night. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame at 6, kickoff at 7. Ambridge Bridgers at the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Mustangs with a win over Uniontown last week, so they're 1-0. Looking to start off 2-0, and we'll have all the action for you tonight, audio on the radio and video on our Facebook page. So, and Uniontown's playing this afternoon, actually. So we'll get a final score in for you there, and a lot of games around the region tonight. Second week of the season, but technically it's week 1 since last week was week 0. So every team in the WPIAL in action tonight.
Yeah. In the
WPIAL.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I was looking at Abergaon played last night.
Yes, actually they did. They won. They're 2-0.
Yeah.
So good for them. The Colonials, they're independent, just like Uniontown. So.
And Connellsville.
Yeah. A lot of teams in Fayette County.
Connellsville's playing at Mercer tonight, I believe.
Okay.
I think that's
awesome.
I think that's what I've seen. And high school football. I love watching high school football.
Yeah, it's great.
My nephew's got to played high school football, and that's where we're at. It's and Brian's going to be doing the Laurel Highlands Ambridge game. I always want to call it Ampipe, but it's Ambridge.
The old Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah, but and then of course we got a Steeler game coming up pretty soon.
That's right. Next Sunday we have college games this week. Pitt tomorrow, and then the Steelers next Sunday.
Is Pitt playing somebody?
Pitt plays Duquesne. The city game.
Oh,
good luck. Yeah, good luck, Pitt.
Yeah. I bet everybody will have their parasol and watch the game.
There's that. I'll be watching Ohio State, Texas. That's a real college game.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what do you think?
Yeah, that's going to be a great game. That's awesome. That could be the preview of the national championship game. Arch Manning will be starting, one of the Mannings for Texas, and Ohio State's loaded. They have Jeremiah Smith, who they say is one of the best wide receiver prospects in years. He could be in the NFL already. But he still has 2 more years left, so that's going to be a phenomenal game tomorrow. Yeah, can't wait to watch it.
I appreciate, like I said, I college football. Actually, I'm not going to be able to get to the West Virginia game tomorrow because I think it's at 2:00, and I have another commitment. But
they're playing Robert Morris.
Yeah, they play Robert Morris, so we'll let them get warmed up, and then I'll go down and watch them maybe the next couple of weeks. I definitely am going to be at the Colorado West Virginia game.
Oh, that'll be a good one.
So
Deion Sanders will be in town.
Yeah. And I'm sure the place will be packed.
Absolutely.
And I like going to the West Virginia game because it's only there.
It's a short drive, shorter than Pittsburgh or Penn State. It's going to be good this year. They play Nevada tomorrow. It should be an easy win for them, but you never know.
So,
yeah.
Hey, well, we're going to close up. So, and we're going to do this a little differently today because of all the things that's going on. So, folks, before we wrap up today, I want to leave you with this thought. This Labor Day weekend. I've been a union man most of my life. I stood shoulder to shoulder with men and women on the shop floor. And I know what it means to fight for a fair shake. I helped negotiate contracts. I've seen the long nights across the bargaining table, and I've lived the reality that a union card in your pocket isn't just about wages. It's about dignity, security, and being able to raise a family without wondering if tomorrow's the day the rug gets pulled out from under you. And I'll tell you what, here in Fayette County, we're built on the backs of working people, the coal miners and the people who work the coke ovens, the mill workers, the truck drivers, the nurses, the teachers, the first responders, families just like mine, who've always stood together. Because that's how we survive. That's why I'll never forget where I came from. I'm losing my place. That's why I'll never forget where I came from. And I'll never stop fighting for the working man. Because if you take care of the workers, you take care of the community. If you protect the paycheck, you protect the family. And when you do that, you protect Fayette County's future. So this weekend, let's not just celebrate the work of our hands, but let's honor the people, the neighbors, the families, the generations that kept this country and county alive and strong. God bless the workers. God bless Fayette County, and God bless America. I am Jon Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly.